popping you? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And today we're taking a look at another Fortnite game review. This one is specifically for the Fortnite newest game mode, which is Fortnite Battle Stage. Fortnite have been popping off releasing so many new game modes this season, and I will be reviewing all of them and seeing which one I like and which one I'll be playing most of. And going into this, it is Battle Stage. Now, I thought Fortnite Festival was kind of boring. You could play it for a little bit, it was okay for a little bit, but if you played it too much, it would get boring because it is very repetitive and very slow. And this just brings that to a whole nother level because this new game mode is 16 players battling it out, and whoever gets the most points stays in the game. So you disappear from 2 at a time until you get to 8 players, and then it chops off 4, and then when you get to the last 4, it kills the last 3 people. So there's quite a few rounds, and there's quite a few songs to play. Each round does last roughly around 22 minutes, very similar to a normal game of Fortnite, but that's just too long for playing Fortnite Festival. It's way too long. I feel like my hands were cramped, I got bored, I was drained, I was struggling to keep up with the notes, and I was playing on easy. That could just be a fault on my part, that could just be a skill issue, that sounds more like a personal problem than a you guys problem, but I'm still going to factor that in. It was way too long, there was too many songs, and it just dragged. It dragged way too long, and I made it to the final, and I did say in the video that I would never play it again, but I thought that was a little bit unfair to go off one game to make this review. So I did play it a couple more times, and I don't actually think the video of me playing it is out yet, so do stay tuned to the channel for that coming over the next couple of days. Subscribe to the channel, join the price tags, join the group, one of us, one of us. One of us. Like, 98% of you are not subscribed, but you're recurring viewers, so you obviously like my content. The big red button ain't that scary. It may look intimidating, but, just give it a little push. Just give it a little press, and you'll feel better, I promise. Because it'll go grey, and it's nice and relaxed. It isn't as bright, threatening, and as loud as the red one is. So just give it a good old press. And it's free, and you can always change your mind later if you do decide that I am a little bit of a prick and you don't actually like my content. But back to Fortnite Battle Stage. I completely forgot what this game mode was called. I will be honest, I completely forgot that it existed, and it did take me a while to get around to playing it. I've been too busy playing Battle Royale and Reload, 2 of the better game modes of this game. But, I don't know, it just felt really slow, and the songs that were put on, you don't get to pick, it's just randomized songs. So it feels very randomized, and it doesn't really go because when I played it, I went from like Metallica, so like heavy metal rock, to like Ariana Grande to some Fortnite music. That is 3 opposite ends of the triangle, and it was so varied, so wild. And I mean, yes, you get a little bit of everything, but I was sort of going from really hard songs like Metallica with some heavy like drums and a lot of notes to press on drums to like an Ariana Grande song where there was like very little to do. So it's from like one extreme to another, like where there's too much to like too little. And again, I only play on easy because I'm still shit at this game mode. And being shit, I'm not going to factor into my review because it's not fair to take me being bad out on this game mode. I just feel like it's very slow, and the whole point of the battle bit is when you use your sort of XP multiplier, your like ×2 multiplier, it throws like a big wad of energy. It kind of looks like cum, it's like grey and it is liquidy, and you just throw it at someone else and it fucks with them because it drops their score multiplier like -2, like divided by 2. So if they're on like a ×8, it'll drop them back to a ×4. And it also blurs their like notes a little bit, so it's a lot harder to see. And it's not like in Mario Kart where it inks you, but you can still see around the ink and you can still play with the ink, or I can. It completely fucks with you, completely ruins you, and then you like lose your multiplier anyway, and it completely sets you back to square one. And it is awful. I hated it when people threw cum at me. It was fucking awful. And you could even tell. It took me a while to figure out how to even throw cum. I thought there was like a special button to do it, or if I had to hit so many notes in a row that I would be able to shoot it. And you can't shoot it rapidly either. It's like every time you use your ultimate, so people could use it as soon as they get it to throw a wanna come at you, or if you're like me and you save it till you have a full bar, it means you're throwing less come at people and they're getting a higher score faster than you because you're constantly being bombarded by like wads of cum. Like they're shooting their load at you. And I made the cum joke loads of times in the video, so if that's something that you find funny, you know, you can go check it out when it's uploaded at some point over the next couple of weeks. But it the entire map design is really cool. When you die, it kind of looks like you're gonna get thrown into the middle because it's like a giant propeller and like a flaming ball in the middle. So it does look like you're gonna be like executed and thrown into the middle. That doesn't happen. You just die. You like your character goes into that little drone thing and like disintegrates upwards. So I feel like there could have been a cooler animation to it when you do get killed and when you do get like, you know, thrown out the competition. And the point scoring is so fucking dramatic because once you get so far in front of someone, there is no fucking way they're catching up. If you get like a good lead at the start, that's it, you've won. All you need is that good lead at the start, and that's it. You're then like fucking everyone else up, throwing cum at them, and that's it. You've got it. You've got it in the bag. There is no overtaking someone like once they get so far in front. Like once they do so well at the start, that's it. It's how good your start is depends on if you're gonna win this game, and you don't get to choose who you throw your cum at. So me and this guy were playing the game, and we were just throwing cum at each other, where the other guy who was just there wasn't getting hit at all. So he was just ramping up all those points, which is extremely unfair and extremely sort of, I don't know, it's just so random with like how we were just throwing cum at each other and he was like staying out of it, but he was also throwing cum at us. So it kind of felt like a bombardment and Fortnite favoritizing one player every match because when you get into the final, there's like 3, 4 of you, and instead of like it going from like a pattern throwing cum at like everybody, you know, like in a circle, it just throws it all at one person, or it just you target lock on for one person and that's it. And it's just so stupid with how that could happen, and it gives the other players like a massive lead compared to the other two. Honestly, it's a terrible game mode, and I don't see me playing it again after doing this review. I am going to give it a solid 3 out of 10. I'm probably not going to play it again. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm sorry, it's just a bad game mode.